Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in once again for another video with me. In this video, I'm going to be doing a tattoo removal update. So I did a full video for my very first tattoo removal session. If you guys have not checked that out, I suggest checking that out first before watching this video. It just kind of gives you the breakdown of like the beginning to the end of like what the tattoo removal process is like. So go ahead and check that one out and then jump back over here. But this video is really going to be a full update so you guys could kind of see the progress, get more information, just really understand the tattoo removal process, because I had a lot of comments in my other video of like, you know, what's the update, how does it look now, is it gone? So that's what this video is about. Okay, so I just came from my 4th session and so far so good, but I know tomorrow and Saturday it's gonna be shit. Okay, so let me walk you guys through the process from session 1 to session 4. So the process of how it goes is that I come in every 6 to 8 weeks. So when I go into the office, you know, I sign some paperwork, then I go into the room. I use anesthesia, so my tattoo removal specialist, his name is Neil, he will then clean the area off with some alcohol, and then he goes ahead and grabs the local anesthesia and injects the area. So he'll put local anesthesia around the whole area. I have my little stress balls that I use because that part actually hurts the worst, because I don't feel the laser part since it's numb. So it feels like a whole bunch of little pinches. It's not super terrible, but it's really not the best feeling. So I get anesthesia done and I numb up the area. So then after I do the anesthesia, then he goes in with the laser, and that probably takes about like a minute, 30 seconds, maybe 2 minutes. I don't even think it's that long. And then that's it. So the tattoo removal is done. He'll then go in with a cooling gel. He'll put it on a dressing and then he will cover the tattoo. I can't take the dressing off for 3 hours, so I have to leave the dressing on for 3 hours with the cooling gel. And the cooling gel just really helps like with the itching. The tattoo will release heat. I don't know the actual science behind that, but I'm actually gonna research that. But he did say that the tattoo will release heat, and I think that's what causes it to end up being so itchy. So the cooling gel really helps subsides the itching. It's really so great. So I purchased the cooling gel from the actual office. I get my tattoo removal done at Comprehensive Laser in Columbia, Maryland. That's where I go. So each session that I do is $349 with the anesthesia. So I have to come back every 6 to 8 weeks to do that whole process all over again. I do closer to 8 weeks because after my very first session, I found out I was allergic to the ink. So my first session, he did that whole process and it was cool. It really wasn't bad. I had some itching, but I was like, is this normal? I just want to make sure everything's fine. He was like, nah, yeah, like you're good, you're good. And I'm like, all right, cool. So I did that. I was fine after my first session. Then I went back for my second session, and this was in May. So the second session, he did all that over again. I still got the anesthesia. He put the cooling gel on it, and you know, same thing, 3 hours, can't take it off. So I'm like, okay, the first time it was cool, no problems, like, you know, I'm chilling. Wrong. So my second session, for day 2, I had redness and swelling, which did not happen with the first session. So the area was really swollen and it was super red, and I was like, okay, like I feel like that's normal. You know, the area is just inflamed and irritated. Fine. Day 3, when I tell you guys the itching was so bad, oh my gosh, I literally wanted to rip my skin off. The itching was so bad, but I knew if I kept like itching the area, like one, my tattoo's like down here, so people are probably gonna think like I didn't bathe and stuff like that, like I was not showering. So I was like, I really can't be itching down here because it's a little too close, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, so I was like, that's number 1. And number 2, I knew the constant scratching is gonna irritate the tattoo. I knew it wasn't going to be good, so I really just tried to like pat the area. It just was not happening. Okay, so I was dealing with that itching for 4 more days. So day 7, it was literally unbearably itchy. I did not know what to do. So I reached out to my tattoo removal specialist, Neil, and I was just like, yo bro, like what can I do to help this itching, because the cooling gel you gave me, it ain't doing shit, and this didn't happen the first session. Like, I'm confused. So he told me to get hydrocortisone, but the reason why I was having this severe itching was because I was allergic to the ink. Oh my gosh. I was like, are you kidding me? So I got this tattoo when I was 14, so chances are the ink probably was not the best. So I found out I was allergic to the ink, and that's why I was having this severe itching. So he told me to get the hydrocortisone cream, which I picked up at my local pharmacy. So day 8, hydrocortisone is a blessing. The itching subsided significantly, little itching when it wears off. So there was little itching when the hydrocortisone cream wore off, which was really good. So it really helped me a lot. But the only thing was that he told me, you know, I want to limit the hydrocortisone cream usage because it's a steroid and it's going to counteract the process of the tattoo removal session. So the steroid is basically doing the opposite of what I want my body to do, which is breaking it down. So the hydrocortisone cream is just the very last option if the itching is just super unbearable and I just could not take it anymore. So I used it for day 8, and then like I'm pretty sure that was the only day that I used it because I don't see any more notes there. So this whole length of time from like the itching to like when it kind of went back to normal is about like 7 to 10 days. So after about like the 10-day mark, I was fine. Like there was no more itching, there was no more redness, no more swelling. My tattoo just went back to how it was. It looked the same, a little bit of fading, but it pretty much looked the same. So I was like, okay, cool. Now we are on session number 3. This is in July, so this is 2 months after my last session. I go back, like I said, every 2 months rather than like every 6 weeks. And now I'm kind of pushing it even further because of this allergic reaction that I'm getting. All right, so boom, session 3. Day 2 of session 3, I had blistering for the first time. I did not have blistering. Session 1 did not have blistering in session 2, but in session 3, now I have blistering. It was like a whole bunch of little bumps that kind of popped up all over my tattoo, and it was still really, really itchy. The itching came back again. So I reached out to Neil. I sent him a picture. There was blisters like all over the tattoo, and he told me that was normal because of the allergic reactions that I get, so blistering is to be expected. He just told me to stay out the pool for 3 days because the still water, it can cause an infection if the blisters were to pop. So he just told me I couldn't go into the pool for 3 days. Day 3, I ended up getting bigger blisters and it was still itchy. So now the blisters have grown in size. It's still itchy. I did not know what to do. So of course I reached out to Neil and he told me to put ice on it. It'll help subside the itching and it'll also help with the blisters as well. Now day 4, the blisters have finally started to go down. Neil instructed for me to pick up Aquaphor, which would just kind of create like a protective barrier against like between like my clothes and the tattoo, just so it wouldn't cause any infection. But I put like a dressing over it just so that there wasn't that constant rubbing between the tattoo and my clothes. So I picked up the Aquaphor, which helped. The blisters dried out, so they just kind of like, I didn't pop them, they ended up popping on their own, and then they dried out, and then my tattoo area went back to normal. This process again was probably about like 7 to 10 days with the itching and the blisters. So what I have realized is that from the start of when I do my removal to about 10 days after, I'm going to have an allergic reaction. This is just my experience with my tattoo removal process. If you're not allergic to your ink, your sessions will probably be fine. Like you might get like the Like, it might feel hot in the area that you're getting the tattoo removed on, but other than that, I feel like you should be fine. But if you are doing this session, like if you're getting your tattoo removed as well and you're not allergic to the ink, please let me know down in the comment section below. Or if you are getting these types of reactions, let me know as well, because maybe this is a normal thing, question mark. I don't know. This is my first time getting a tattoo removed. Like I said, I just finished session number 4. Dear Heavenly Father above, I am so scared to see what's about to happen next, because I done had blisters, itching, redness, swelling. I don't know what's coming next, and it seems like every session there's something new. But I'm hoping that it just kind of is the same and there's really no new surprise. I'm kind of prepared for like the blistering and stuff like that, so I kind of have that in my mind. I know how to deal with it. I'm gonna put a side by side so you guys can see my tattoo from day 1 to my tattoo today, right before I did my session. So you'll see like the thin lines are starting to fade. You'll see that the words underneath the music is life is starting to fade, and he told me that within the next 2 to 3 sessions that should be gone completely. So I'm super excited for that. It's just really the really dark spots of my tattoo that is causing me the most issues, and each time he's going up in intensity, and that's why I'm getting more severe reactions, because you know you do want to go up because you're trying to break the ink down. But y'all, it's just it's a lot. So just a little quick recap. So my tattoo removal sessions are $350 every 2 months. I have done 4 sessions so far. I have had itching after session number 2, and I've had blistering after session number 3. Overall though, this is really worth it for me. This is not going to deter me from getting tattoos in the future. I was just kind of rushing to get this done because I wanted a tattoo, and I was 14 years old. Like, what was I doing? But if you are going to get a tattoo, please make sure that you do really want it. But the good thing though is that if you don't, you can get it removed. If it's something with fine writing or like fine lines, you'll have a lot less sessions than me. You probably won't have allergic reaction. It might be smooth sailing. Who knows? I can only tell you guys my experience with my process, and even though it's some shit, you know, it's worth it for me in the end, because I know I will feel a lot more confident with my body. I will just be a lot happier once this is gone. But that is it. I'm gonna update you guys again probably in the next 4 to 5 sessions, so you guys can see like the update. I'll let you guys know if this continues, if something worse happens, if my fucking tattoo blows up. I don't know, we gonna see. But I will update you guys in the next couple months in regards to this. Please make sure to like, comment, subscribe. If you're doing this process and you have any tips, anything that can help me or somebody else, definitely drop it down in the comment section below. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I love you so much, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.
Pull the key out the ignition. Run your mouth but I never listen. You hold me back, will never last. Keep talking all your shit.